Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, calling yourself crypto lifers and jumping on into the live show. How was that, Super Bowl? Yeah, a little bit mind-numbing. Didn't it feel a little bit not mind-numbing, like a WWF wrestling match? Funny, Dow futures have flipped positive. I bet there's a leak that the Fed can't do a thing. They're going to have to keep propping up the market. They can't crash the market the day after the Super Bowl. How dare they? We'll see what happens, but, you never know. That doesn't mean they can or can't. I just want you to know. But at the same time, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to be hopeful. But at the same time, I'm going to be watchful. Let's jump into the charts. Let's break it down. Let me show you what I see here in the studio. I got the screens cooking. I got it running. I got Bookmap running. I got all sorts of craziness in front of me. Let me show you what I see. Let's jump on in. Shout out to everyone here on the late night tip. Appreciate you guys jumping on in. I don't know if we've ever been this late with the Crypto Lifer, except when we might push this late from the 8 o'clock show. But again, this is the weekly candle close for Bitcoin. All right? Ooh, sorry about that.
Love every one of y'all. You gotta cherish every moment like it could be your last.
I don't want to play that. Can I stop that?
This is my life, this is how it looks. This is my story, take a page out my book. This is my family, and these are my friends, tight-knit through the twist and the bend.
I love every one of y'all. You gotta cherish.
Check. 1, 2, 2. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay. Let me bring that sound down. This thing keeps waking up and putting the mic down when it's not. It's never like that. Anyway. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you calling yourself crypto lifers and jumping on into the live show late at night here after the Super Bowl. A little bit dulling. A lot of flags towards the end. It got a little bit wild and crazy. Pretty silly as well, if you ask me. Pretty silly. It looked like a WWF wrestling match at one point. Hey, you never know. It's like, what, are they going to make sure LA won that game no matter what? Although Cooper Kupp is the man. I love that dude. If you saw me on BitBoy, what did I say? I said Cooper Kupp. 2 words, Cooper Kupp. Watch that man. That's going to be how the game ends. And boy, was it ever. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. We got a lot of buy orders sitting at 40,000, 40,500, 42K. We got a big buy order up there at 50,000 too as well. So there's some liquidity bouncing around. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm sitting on Bookmap here. The beautiful people over at Bookmap reached out to me. Shout out to the Bookmap people, and I love y'all. So if we take a look at what's happening here on Bookmap, you can see there's some liquidity up here waiting. Some buy orders, some big buy order here. $137 buy order for Bitcoin or sell. Sell order up there. They're trying to sell a bunch of Bitcoin up there, but that means they're trying to drag the price up. Bunch of buy orders here at 40,000, right? Bunch of liquidity here that wants to jump on in. So 40,000, 41,000, 40,500, and 40K. A lot of, and even right here, there's a buy coming in here, 41,500. We will look. I'm also sitting down. I haven't sat down on the live stream in months, but it's just been a long day. I am tired, I will admit. Never really admit that, but I will. I'm a human being. I'm not a bot. All right, let's take a look at Dow futures on the day. Okay, but there's the liquidity book map I got running at all times. Looking at that. I got the liquidity here too. Looking at the Dow Jones Industrial, it's up 52. It was down like 400 points at one point earlier. But the Dow Jones up 52 points, opening green. Hopefully tomorrow, says the Dow futures. We shall see. But right now, the Dow futures are up. Let's take a look at that fear and greed index. Let's take a look at that fear and greed index as well. It's at 46. Not too shabby, 46. Fear and greed index is at 46, right? 44 yesterday. Last week it was at 45. And last month, extreme fear in 23. You know, whenever you leave the shaded area, I get a little sad. And people are like, why would you get sad? That means Bitcoin's pumping. Because, you know, the good prices are gone. The best prices are in this shaded area. That's when Bitcoin was 29, 31K, 33K, whatever, you know. When this is at a 9 or a 10, if you see single digit in the fear and greed index, I mean, for me, I just have to open up my little wallet and buy and penny pinch a little bit of Bitcoin. No, but penny pinch isn't the word. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, as you can see here. But again, when Bitcoin does what I'm talking about right now, and I see it in heavy fear, I'm jumping on into Bitcoin at that moment. I'm jumping on into Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, I've been doing it live on the live stream over and over again, and I'll continue to do it as well. So right now we're at a 46. It ain't bad, but I like being down here in the gut, in the dirt, in the blood, right? I like to carry my fellow sats out of the war in the blood, in the deep blood, you know. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's break it down for you and yours. And let's see what we see happening. I got EGLD, fell out of a beautiful flag, about to get stopped out, but that's why I only offer 6%. Still haven't gotten hit off, though. There's a chance that I never do. We could end up forming a flag here, or we could break back into the flag. Anything is possible. We shall see. We can cup and handle my way right out of this. We shall see. We are oversold in the 1 hour. Really want to push to the upside now at this point. Everyone thought these commercials would do something for Bitcoin. I don't know. They asked me on Bitboy. I said, you know, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. The charts really just trucked along. Really, the liquidity map told you more than the Super Bowl commercials. And what do you guys think about the commercials? I mean, they were cool, but there weren't as many as I thought. They weren't as good as I thought. I thought Coinbase did okay with just the QR code. I think that's a smart thing to do. Make people run and do something. Bring a call to action. You know, everyone knows the QR code is going to do something if you put your phone up to it. And I think that was a smart idea. Yeah, I'm with that. However, I heard that the site crashed. That's a little iffy. I heard the site crashed. To me, that's a little iffy. Because then you're kind of like, you know, I don't know. Could EGLD get back up to 211 and pump here? Pushing to the upside on both the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Now you're oversold on both time frames. I mean, it's usually when you get a bit of a push to the upside. However, that daily has just been looming. The scary daily really is just like, and that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. So even if some coins have some offset differences for Bitcoin, which they do, at the end of the day, they're going to let go of their patterns or break out of their patterns in the way which Bitcoin will let them, you know? So let's break it down where, if you're in my trading group, we had a bit of a private session today. We got down together, had a private session. Also made a bunch of different videos breaking down what I saw happening for Bitcoin. And let's just talk about what we saw. Okay. So we had a higher low at this point. We do not now. Now we have a lower low. All right. So we made a lower low since then. Negates that higher low. Done. Right. We said we were possibly in a diamond that broke to the downside. It could have broken to the upside. It didn't. It broke to the downside. Could you still try to make a diamond? To me, at this point, it broke to the downside. It broke trend. Okay. At this point, we could kind of make something like this. Okay. And this is really what we're seeing. All right. What I do see here, though, is this is the 1 hour. This is swing down to swing down. Right? To the downside. This swings up. This is bullish divergence. Okay? Right there. That's bullish divergence, telling you the trend will continue. We should get a push to the upside. We should break out of this. We broke out of it earlier today out of the wedge that we had. Rolled over, though. We couldn't make the higher high. Remember, we talked about this. I said bulls needed this level back, 42,008. So I said, watch the 1 hour. If we can get up and we get above these areas, great. And then we bounce. I said, if we get above here, then we bounce. I said, I'm looking for a bounce off here or here. I said, if we do not, look for a short. We're going to roll over, and we did not. There's the rollover short. But now we're back to oversold. We still see the bullish divergence. You could still see a push to the upside out of this. Again, I don't like to trade Monday nights into Sunday. I always tell everybody it's the worst time to trade. I trade like 30% of the time. It's rare. 70% of the time, I stay on the sidelines Sunday night because this is heavy volatility. You're going to see the fake outs, the breakouts that come back in. They're going to go after everyone in the liquidity. People think Sunday night's a good time. I don't know. You're going to have a tough time trading on Sunday night of all the other nights that the market's open. Now, if you're savvy, yeah, there's movement, and it doesn't mean you can't take advantage of that. But you kind of have to know what you're doing and kind of get, it has to be something I feel like you do more often than not. Anyway, you can see the 50 wanted to cross the 200 for a death cross, but kind of curving now. That could save us too. I'm watching this. There's bullish divergence here. It's strong. It's very strong. Like, that's strong bullish divergence. Lack of bearish momentum with the MACD suggests that there's not much more coming down. And this was a very strong level of resistance right here. See this zone? Resistance, resistance, resistance. Boom. So if we can hold this level now at 41,700, like I talked about, which so far we have, it's a good sign that we can break on out of this wedge to the upside and continue back up. Again, the biggest level I want to see us break is 42.8, and then we can talk about everything else. Until we break above 42.8, we're bearish. If we break 41.6, we're going to continue a downtrend. So we're really trapped in this zone. This is all you really have to watch for now. You could wake up tomorrow morning and you're either above here or you're below here or you're still in the zone. If you're still in the zone, then we're going to be back kind of talking about the same things tomorrow until we get on out. If we're down below, we're going to be talking about a bearish retest or maybe completing a 3S token, shorting the market, we'll see. Highly unlikely considering how low we are on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. It's just suggesting that the sellers have sold. Falling volume and falling price suggests we will have a reversal. It just keeps falling. You're losing seller momentum. The sellers just keep falling. See this? Less sellers, less sellers, less sellers. Like this, the sellers just, eventually the sellers are going to disappear. The only people left are going to be the buyers. We will see reversal to the upside. In the fear is when you see the reversal. If you don't learn how to buy the fear, then eventually, you become crushed by the fear. So if you can't buy the fear, you become crushed by the fear. That's the old saying, and the saying goes. Let's take a look at Phantom 3L. I believe it was last Sunday night that I did trade Phantom 3L, right? So when I look at it, I do see here too, look, thank you so much for the love. Appreciate each and every one of you coming on in. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the awesome love. So here, swing down to swing down. Swing up to swing up here. That gives me bullish divergence. Push to the upside on this move here for Phantom 3L. Can we get the break out of the falling wedge? Possible, right? Are we coming lower? What I also saw here, which was a little sad, is this is a bearish rectangle. Clear as day. Then we came for the bearish retest, and when you can't get back into the pattern, so you break out of a pattern, you'll see the price try to break back in. Bam, that's where you short right there, the retest, and bam, yeah, you're bouncing off support. Okay, that would have been a nice little short right there. You flip it upside down, it's the same thing as a bullish retest. You break out, you get the bullish retest. Learning how to trade a retest will change your life. It's the best probability of making the trade happen after you see the momentum, because you don't have to get in before the move. You get in once you see it confirms momentum, basically. It confirms momentum, gets you in that zone, gets you in that idea that you're doing the right thing, right? And nothing is guaranteed in life or in trading. That's why I use a stop loss, and you never know. But at the same time, it just keeps you going in the right direction. That's what you want. The retest will lead you. The retest will lead you. That's what you want. Okay. Let me pop out that chat, see how y'all are doing. Appreciate each and if you watched yesterday's live, I'm still in a bit of shock from what happened with the kid yesterday. Like I still see his eyes in my mind, and it's I'm not saying I'm traumatized by any means, but he lives in me now forever. I don't see how I could ever not think about that kid for the rest of my life. Young Maddie, trapped in a world where, oh my gosh. Shout out to everyone here. 137 likes, 222 people, $19 on the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. What are these super chats about? Let me dive into those. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourself crypto lifers. What's in the shot gas? It looks like a baby burger without my glasses. Can we even ask? Anyone feeling like Tupac was going to pop out in the halftime show? I was also feeling, it's funny you said that. I felt this. I said, why didn't they do his verse? I said, why didn't they do his verse for him? Like, I don't know. I thought that was a little, like I see a Method Man, a Redman show. They always do ODB's verse now. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Like, so big buys, they're trying to prop the price back up to 42K. They want to suck people in. They want to suck people into a trade. Sun's pumping a little bit today. Look at Sun pumping out of nowhere. Justin Sun's coin. You never know. Some pump group got a handle of it. You never know why. But Sun's pumping hard real quick. EVX pumping a little bit. Wax having a little bit of a move there. Wax on the dollar key. One of my favorite little coins had a nice little pump today. Came back down to reality. Kind of going sideways here in a bit of a pump, but high on the 1 hour. 4 hour does want to move, though. It came up. That was your move. 4 hour pump. Interesting. I did look at key recently. Ferrum Network looks like it wants to get busy on the 4 hour, and it's just starting. I mean, that's a cup and handle for Ferrum. You can see that clearly bouncing. There's your resistance point. If it gets above there, which it has, candle close, you can see some moves for Ferrum. Obviously, wait for the 1 hour to cool off. 1 hour's pushing 2. Let's look at the 15-minute. Interesting. It's not I'm not giving it the lifer stamp, but it's something you might want to watch out for sure. And how's that Axia chain? Is that still fighting? $8. Wow, we pumped. Look at that, baby. So look, we talked about this over and over again. Bang, 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 bang. Axia chain. And again, all you had to do was hang on. This thing is meant to never lose. And we've been trading this since 370. Now up almost a 3.5x on this thing. Bang, bang, bang. Wow, look at this. Look at this. And now it's flagging out again. Axia chain. There's 37% gains. How many times did I talk about this? How many times did we go over it? Did we go over it on the weekly screen share as a group? Yes. Every single week. I drew this flag, said, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It is what it is. Shout out to all my lifers and lovers of life. 37% gains. Bang, bang, bang. On Axia chain, and you know what? It may be ready to go again. It may be ready to go again. Look at that. The next measured move for Axia chain would bring it back up here to 29%. I don't know if it's going to crash. I don't know. I'd have to do a deep dive on the actual tokenomics on this. What's really going on here. What keeps this thing to propel itself, continue. I just been trading it and speculating with it. Unbelievable, though. 37% gains on Axia when the whole market's just been iffy. Bitcoin's been up and down. This is the coin that just doesn't stop. Just continues to pump up to the upside no matter what. Axia chain. Wow. Unreal. Unreal. Chicken with bang bang touchdown. Funny. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. No chats in front. Choose to be first. Cut at work. Loving this community. Plus share this community, y'all. Shout out to Kelly Carmadell. Thank you so much, Kelly. Carmadelli. Is it Carmadelli or Carmadell? Deli sounds cool, Carmadelli, but I don't know. And I would love to be proper with it. Bang, bang. I just like every coin that I keep on the radar and talk about all the time, and it's like Axia chain over and over again. Like, we don't stop with it. And look, if you're in my group, you can just Google Axia chain. How many times? Look here, February 2nd. I'm talking about it right here. Going up 19% from 835. It never, no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Far too kind. You're far too kind. Nice people out there. I mean, this live audience we've assembled, they just love coming to the live stream. I don't know. So, look, I talked about Axia chain here on December 11th when it was $3. Said it would get to $4.80, and we would pop, right, for the win. Look, we would get bang, bang, bang. Look at this. Just kept now talking about going from here. See there, it hit the target. Now we're talking about going to 690. It never hits the stop loss too. It just keeps going. Like, it just doesn't stop. Now going to 12 bucks, like, right? Here going to 11 from the 810. Then it would just keep going sideways. 1140 is the next target. And I said, how can we forget Exia chain? And I just keep reminding people of it over and over again, right? Still, right? Exia chain still being wacky. Like, it hasn't, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 1148 is the target. You get what I'm doing here? Like, you see what you pick up what I'm putting down? I hit something on my keyboard and it like, just like, all right. But bang, bang, bang. I mean, look at that. And then here too, I mean, Exia chain. And we just keep taking it. It's just pretty funny. Pretty interesting. So that thing keeps moving. Hasn't stopped. Keeps pumping. Bitcoin's really stuck in the nutshell that we talked about it's in. These are the two levels to watch. It breaks this, we're going to see more downside to 40,000. Then we're going to talk about 40K, and then we're going to come down to 39, and then it's 38K again, 38.5, and we'll be battling that region. We break up here, we'll be seeing, can we get above 42, and then we going back to 46. So, like, this is a big deal because either way we go here is going to really be the movement of the week and kind of what we talk about and kind of the movement of the month and then kind of push us into, like, where we go for the next few weeks. So, like, this area here is a big deal. Really kind of says, do we battle back to 30K and have a long, like, more longer correction? Or do we really start to build and get on out of here? Right? So, kind of, to me, it's a huge deal for Bitcoin. It's a huge deal for Bitcoin. You know, one thing we don't want to see, for me personally, like, the biggest deal is just, like, not going near or testing this. Like, I don't want us to ever come back into this falling wedge that we broke out of. Like, I want this to stay an official falling wedge. Bitcoin broke out of the falling wedge. We're doing our thing. And I just don't want to see that. So, you know, I don't want to see us really breaking this or this. And if we start breaking 38, then we're talking about getting back into the way. We get back into the wedge and this is a fake out. This whole breakout was a fake out. Then we can pack our bags and really start talking about shorting the market for a while now. You know, so I'll be ready and I'll have you guys prepare for either thing no matter what. Everyone in my trading group and everyone just watching the stream who puts in that effort with the Crypto Lifer. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. You know, we're blessed to have a beautiful life here. And, you know, with all the craziness in America, still blessed to be here. Still love my country. Still love America more than any other country in the world. So happy to be an American. So happy to be here. And, yeah, just shout out to everyone here on the live. And shout out to everyone around the world. Shout out to be a person of the world, too, as well. A universal person, no matter where you are. As long as you care about others and you believe in yourself and you believe in being good to other people, then you're a lifer. And I commend you and I cheers you and I shout out to you. If you did something for somebody today, put a cheers. You know, I went out this morning and, you know, I don't like talking about it, but I did a few things for somebody. I'm not even going to say what I did because it's kind of corny when you do something for someone, you talk about it. But I know I did do something for somebody, all right? And I didn't have to, I just did it. So if you did something for somebody that you didn't have to do today, cheers to you and yours. Thank you. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep stacking them up. Keep stacking up the good deeds because they're going to make you who you are. And you're going to feel so much better about yourself every single day. Self-esteem, man. Such strong self-esteem when you help other people when you don't need to help them, when you just do the right thing. Really builds character, makes you feel strong, and nobody can take that away from you. Nobody. So 41,955, I ain't scared. I see bullish divergence. We're at the bottom of this falling wedge. Since we could push out of this, let's see what happens. Right, I don't count us out until we break, we can't get above resistance, and I don't count us down until, I don't count us out until we break above resistance, and I'll begin to short if we can't make a move, right? And I'll be ready for either way, no matter what happens for Bitcoin, all right? So that's what I see for Bitcoin. We're going to watch that closely. Let's get into the weekly candle close and get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. I could have gone longer. My wife says she wants me to stop doing it. What does everyone say? Do I listen to the wife? She says no one likes the weekly candle close. She says people can't stand it. She's like, I'm sure you push people off the stream. They think it's strange. She's like, I wish you wake up the kids every time you do it. She said, I'm sick of it. It's the most annoying thing I've ever heard. So I decided I'm probably going to keep doing it. I was like, yeah, you know what? So I'm probably going to keep going. You know? After that talk, I decided, you know, might as well keep it up. So we closed very green with a nasty sell to the downside. That's just not good sign on the weekly chart. So sad to say, but I really wanted this, even if it was slightly to be green. I really wanted the weekly candle to be green. All right, I really did, and that just gets a little peck. So here's the weekly candle. Let's take a look at it in all its entirety. It's basically a whole wick. That's all it is. Oof. That's a bearish hammer. All right, which usually propels downside. All right, you do see a little buyout. And we still got the tweezer bottom here with the beautiful candle to the upside. All right, we do see this beautiful level here, which is a weekly support at 41,800. As long as that holds, we're fine. That breaks, though, we're coming right back down to 37K. So, like, the weekly is like, we're on a ledge with the weekly at this point. All right, got a little bit of like hello action. Let's say here at 39 and there at 38, 39.80. 40K really on the weekly isn't even really support. It's 41,008 and then it's 39. 39.7. Yeah, I guess 40K right there. Yeah. It's a zone and there's not a lot of action right there. Way stronger support in this area here between 38.5 and 37,800, right? Again, let's take a look at the weekly candle. It's when we really get to take a deep breath and take a look at the weekly. It's Sunday night, and this is what we're here for. This show is a different show than all the other shows in the entire weekly show. All right, so we really break down a lot of different things here and get us ready for the week ahead. We look at the Dow futures, which I keep checking up. Only up 59 points now. We want to keep checking this till we end the stream. It's the last thing you want to see before you go to bed. It's really going to give you an indication of what you're going to see in the markets tomorrow. However, we got a low 4-hour low. The stochastics, if you go by just the stochastics alone, they say to us that we're going to have a green couple, like for the whole week, we should have a green week. The 4 hours should pump for the next 3, 4, 5 days, and the 1 hour should take us into that pump somewhere in the early morning hours and into tomorrow night, you know. But that's what it says. Again, nothing's guaranteed in trading at all. But that's what the probability is, right? Trading is just using indicators. Technical analysis is using indicators to give you a higher probability of when to short or long a market. Again, technical analysis is just indicators that give you a higher probability of when to short or long a market. That's it. So as I park on here, we can see the candle opened at 42,416.06. The high was 45,855.00 to the exact dollar. Wow, 45,855 was the high. 45,855, amazing. The low was 41,671. Never got lower than 41,670 on the week. Remember that. We never broke 41K, so no matter how bad it got. Looks like we almost already got a little lower on this week. Look, this week, brand new week, we've already gotten a 42,000. The low was 41,570. So we already broke the prior week's low. That's not a good sign. The entire week, we stayed above it, and we broke it already on this brand new weekly candle. I don't like to see that. Anyway, back to this week's candle. The low was 41,678.79. We would close at 42,774.99. We would only lose $340. The candle would basically be a very even candle. A 0.8% loss, not even a 1% loss for Bitcoin on the week. So it would start basically it would end basically. It started here, right where we ended, began its journey. Would go all the way up, come all the way down. So it would get sold off, though. I don't want to see a wick like that. That's never a good sign. So that's Bitcoin on the weekly. And the candle itself is a bearish doji. It's a bearish hammer. It's known to be a reversal pattern back to the downside. And it's not a strong pattern you want to be looking for when it comes to doji candles. It's a very bearish pattern. It's a no-go. It's not a good look. You find another one like that recently is somewhere right there, which is interesting, though. Bitcoin took that one and flipped it a bit bullish. How interesting is that? So the last time we saw something like this, Bitcoin would flip it bullish. Look at that. That's a hammer doji as well. So again, this week, no matter what happens this week, take a deep breath and remember you got bigger ideas, you got bigger fish to fry. Okay? So on the week, as long as you close above this zone, as long as you close above 41,700, 41,500 even, I'll give you, but 41,800 really is then you're fine. And then we survive that week and we can live to fight another day. We don't want to end up closing down in here. This means we're going to start possibly a downtrend and things could get worse. So watch that on the weekly candle. All right. Let's take a look at the oscillator. That's pumping. We're just getting a bullish sign. I mean, we just had 2 good weeks and we're flattening out. We could get a huge pump up here. This could have just been the uncertainty. All right. Again, Russia keeps claiming that there's nothing going on. One of my assistants that I work closely with lives on the border of the Ukraine and Russian border. And he keeps telling me that everything he sees in the news seems to be a bunch of hogwash. That's what he says. I mean, he says everyone's calm here. It's day by day. It's the same old, same old. He's like, Russia's been saying the same stuff for years. He's like, nobody buys it. Like, it's not as crazy as they're trying to put on to you. That's what he tells me. Again, I'm not trying to put FUD out there. But that's boots on the ground. I mean, he lives there, and he's telling me what I see. So, again, I never let the news move me. That's how you lose a lot of money, is letting the news move your market, move your hand to the market. You don't panic sell on the news. You don't panic buy on the news. Leave the news alone. Let the news do its thing. I look at the charts. Right now, we have a weekly pushing up. A MACD about to turn, right? And things going pretty well. On the 4-hour, we just got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful golden cross, right? That's still moving up to the upside. I don't see any signs of this 50 coming back to the 200 right now. I actually see the 100 crossing the 200 too. Soon I'll see the 80. Soon I'll see the 100. So the 80's coming, right? And the 4 hours doing this flip here. If I zoom on in here, look at the 4 hour flipping back to the upside. That's a bullish sign, is it not? And look, this is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder on the stochastics RSI. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all, right? Remember, we talked about the bounce here on the RSI, right? I'm just going to add the new indicator, too, because the RSI is pretty interesting. It's got a new indicator just to throw he updated it with an average in the middle. What I wanted to see if we were going to get rejected or bouncing off the average, right? Let's take a look at the daily sign. And so right now, we want to see a bounce here. We don't want to see a bearish cross. Bearish cross wouldn't be a good sign. We don't want to see that this line crossing below, right? The 14 crossing below the average here. That's a bearish cross. All right. Again, though, on the daily, which I always talk about, is we do have to interact with the 21-day moving average. That's going to have to happen no matter what we see. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 days straight of bearish momentum into the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl sell-off. Isn't that funny? Buy the rumors, sell the news. Start selling into the Super Bowl. Great sign. And that's kind of what I see happening too. A bit of that. This is still a cup and handle on the daily. We do have to interact with the 21-day moving average. If this cup and handle decides to play out on the daily time frame, which I'm not guaranteeing at all by any means, and I'm not being a moon boy, we could dump all the way to 0 tomorrow. We could see 10K. Anything is possible. But look, the daily showing signs of some type of bullishness. See this? It's as if it's gonna we've seen it dip below this. Does it do there's a little dip? No. There's a little dip right there, and we keep it moving, so it can happen. All right, it's rare. I'd rather see it stay above. I'm talking about this. Hold on, let me double click. Zoom in. Now we need to zoom in, guys. We need to zoom in, though, man. Whatever. That's zoomed in enough. But see this? I want to see this blue line get back above the yellow line. Let me pull my work away. All right. That's crucial. Crucial business there. All right. So again, you got your levels to watch for Bitcoin. You know exactly where you're going. You know how to cook this burger. All right. You got the timer set. You know the levels to watch. Just don't overcook it. All right. And you'll be set. You'll be good to go. All right, everybody. Life will take you where you need to go, as long as you believe in it. BLZ has been a very strong coin recently. It's been moving nicely, actually. Let's take a look at it here on the daily chart. You can see it's just been forming a long consolidative move here. To me, it's only a matter of time before it breaks back out. There there was talks that this had a deal with like PlayStation and Sony, and it could do some big numbers too. So there was some talks about this thing. It could get all the way up here to 75 cents. I love this coin, Blues Out. Good project. Might want to write it down, do your own research. Check it out. This is also a good one, ALEPH, ALEPH. This has a lot of tech, that je ne sais quoi, that movement that you really want out of a good project. This has it. Something you definitely want to take a look at right here, 48 cents. And this thing's been on a bit of an uptrend for the last few weeks. You can see, I mean, it was just down here, 15 cents August, right? Then here in December, it's back up. It did a 3X. Would come all the way and culminate back to 92, but it's still holding 50 cents, right? So it's still doing its thing. You can see it just moving up there. So it's got a beautiful uptrend that it's been in, all right? Maybe it broke out a few times, broke back in, but it's like back in again. I would watch this coin very closely. It's touching the 21-day moving average. The daily wants to pump, unlike a lot of other coins, all right? The daily's in your favor. Home market's probably bringing it down too, and it's looking nice. So ALEPH, I would watch ALEPH for a pump here. This is a coin I like right here, 48 cents. Let's take a look at our support and resistance lines on the daily time frame. And this has been getting a buzz lately because of the ecosystems it's been a part of and how it's moving, all right? So you definitely want to keep it on your radar, all right? You want to keep it on the radar. I like ALEPH a lot. And I tend to hone in at the right time. Don't ask me why. Just some part of just doing it every day. You tend to get a little bit of a feel for it, right? So watch ALEPH closely. Do your own research. You know, pick up what I'm putting down here. But the 1 hour wants to fly. The 4 hour wants to fly. The daily's looking nice. It's at the bottom of a proposed pattern, possibly. I like what I'm seeing. You could see 2x out of this thing, 195% gains, all the way back up to about $1.38, $1.40 for ALEPH, or ALEPH. I don't know how you spell it or what you want to call it. ALEPH. I call it ALEPH. I don't even know how you can say it. But yeah, unbelievable. PAL moving, 1333.333. Interesting. We'll take a look at PAL. PAL's been on my radar back and forth here and there. We'll take a look at PAL. Did I throw PAL out recently? I went over it. I just don't know if I whenever PAL on the live, it hit for 60% gains. Interesting, PAL. That was on February 8th. Not too long ago. Interesting. I like this. I like ALPH. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research before getting into any project or coin. All right. I feel so empty today. You know why? I have to be honest, man. It's strange. It's going to sound horrible and I think a little pompous to some sports fans, but like, you know, having been and shout out to all the live streams, and shout out to all the super chats, shout out to 187 likes, 220 people watching. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate that. That'd be so nice of you. Let me jump into those super chats. I was looking for a DM later, blah, blah, blah. I'm such an NFL fan. Each person with a team they love. I pull for happiness. Bet on crypto. Stack in the house, baby. What's the word? Stack's always in the house, man. Love you, Stack. Shout out to XRP Music. Love learning. David Kendall, man, hanging out on a thread. Glad I tethered up on a little bit. Dave, I loved hearing that story that you posted. You gave a lot of people probably the ability, you know, it's not always about panic selling, but if you're a beginner and you've been through a lot and you're not sure what's going on, I'll tell you what, do whatever makes you happy. But for me, tethering up is sometimes the best thing I can do, you know, and you'll look back on this time and I don't think you'll regret it. But you do whatever makes you happy. Again, I can never tell you what to do with your money. Bit Squad in the house. Thank you for all your streams and your awesome TA. We love your work and all the lifers. Shout out to Bitmod Crypto. Thank you so much for saying that, man. Much respect to you and yours. Love having the Bit Squad jump on in. Appreciate it. Always have a Bit Squad communicator in the house. Let Ben know we love him. All the hard work that he did. Also, if you can ever tell Ben something, you know, when he went on his live stream, and I'm not going to get into it right now, but when he went on his live stream and he broke down like his life, and he really broke down like the life, like when he kind of went into like, in his steps, whatever. I mean, I was like, I have a similar story, not 100% as bad, but, went through some stuff similar in a way, how to, rebuild myself from ground zero, and just, that touched me, man. And I never looked at him the same, really respected him for doing that. So if you ever let him know, man, that was amazing that he had the BALZs to come out and do that. If no one knows what I'm talking about, maybe it will come out later. I just don't want to, just blurt it out right now. But, I mean, yeah. Tether, it is for me now also. Little Schmitty 65. What do you think of the chart I put in the world room? I have a theory about stablecoins. Fractional reserve lending about to be out of control. Oh, yeah, it's going to be bad news. I'm thinking about using gold stablecoin, a gold-backed stablecoin, and having at least 30 to 40% of my stablecoins in gold-backed stablecoin, Super chat, thoughts on long-term hold for TWT. Again, I can't tell anyone. You got to do your own long-term holding or midterm holding, whatever you feel is the need. Bitcoin to 37.2. Don't wake the kids, but all the weird things keep the channels authentic. It didn't matter when it didn't feel like all eyes were watching. Trading using of the indicators to let you know where to short or long the market. Love learning. No, I don't mind at all. I don't even mind being removed on stuff if it gets bad. Just blurt it out. I have a nephew like that. Brain dead for life. So sorry, man. That's so sad. I love it, but listen to your wife. Happy life. Shout out to Grace. I love it. It's impressive. I love the weekly candle close. Lung capacity for the win. Keep doing it. Shout out to Cryptosaurus Wax. Don't stop that. Oh, wow. So people really want the weekly candle close, so I can't stop that. All right. So that's never going to stop. Don't worry about it. Can I get a mod to throw out the super chats? Looks like we had way more. I mean, we got $38 in revenue. You're a good man, Sam. What are your thoughts on TBDT for the long haul? From Wayne Mustafa. Oh, the way he wrote that was way nicer. Let's take a look at TBDT for the long haul. What does it do? What is it? Yeah, let's look at the tech. Let's see. Would I hold it for the long haul? That's, do I think it's a viable coin to be into? Trust Wallet Token, TWT. Trust Wallet Token. I mean, Trust Wallet's going to be around. It's substantial. They're not a rug pull. They've worked for a while. They've been doing their thing. They got a Binance Smart Chain address, right? They also have a BEP. Okay. There's the BEP2, and then there's their Binance chain. Let's go to their Binance chain real quick. Let's take a look at them at our favorite place to look at coins. Dex Screener really took over. I mean, they produce the best results, and you get to keep them moving. We never have any of those windows or wondering what the coin is. They get it all every single time, fast and furiously. Amazing. I'll look at it on Wrap BNB real quick. Trust Wallet. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. You're a good man. Donald won the game at the end for sure. It's crazy, man. The will of a person, man. Just the will. He just had the will to win. He wanted it so bad. He should retire with that win. He really should. He was thinking about it. I love how they're getting in his face asking, are you going to retire now? Yeah, he's just going to tell you he's going to retire right now, on camera. He's like, listen, can I just enjoy the night with my... why do they do that? They know he's not going to answer that question. They know it's the wrong question to answer. They know it's rude. Why does the press do that? Does anyone have an answer for that? Why do they do that? He might just slip up and they get the story before everybody else. They just, did the boss make her? She knows she doesn't want to ask that question. She's Michelle Tafoya. She's been doing this for years. She knows he's not going to answer that question. Why do they still ask that question? He's on the field crying. Are you going to leave your wife? Are you going to leave, are you going to leave your hometown where you're at now and change your whole life? And are you and your wife and kids going to move to a new city? And, what's your life going on? It's dude, I just won the Super Bowl. Can I be in the moment of the Super Bowl? Are you really asking me about where I'm going tomorrow? I don't even know where I'm going to take. I don't even know when I'm taking this jersey off right now. I don't even know why I'm wiping these tears out my eyes. He cried out tears of joy, man. And it's funny, tears of joy. Unbelievable, right? So TWT, BNB on PancakeSwap. Moving to the upside here. 279% gains could come out of this TWT. Do I like it? I don't know. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I think there's better route there, in my humble opinion. Do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not holding this long term, but again, someone else might love it. I absolutely love it. So it is what it is. I think ALEPH's a better one. This one's but again, you do whatever makes you happy, right? What do I know? I'm just a guy who slept at a Holiday Inn last night, Okay, shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's vibe on out. And I'll tell you what, it looks like the market makers might have a plan to bring us up to 45K. Look at that. They want those sell order right there. They see a lot of liquidity. They're going to go where they can get the most sell order. 116 Bitcoins up there 31 Bitcoin, 34 Bitcoins, right? Some bit down here to what do we got? So they're going to come down here, get the fourth. They're going to come down to 40,000 and scoop this 100. Then they're going to drive back up and scoop this few hundred, right? I don't know. That's what I see happening. A little scoop, a loop. So you're going to come on down, grab the liquidity, run right back up to grandma's house. Book map, showing you the liquidity every single day here on the channel. Shout out to my guys at Bookmap. If you want to learn how to do that, we can get into teaching you how to read that and how to get into liquidity. We do that in our group. So much in our group. We'll get you really accelerated in our group. Not only will you learn how to trade with technical analysis, you also learn what DeFi is. You'll learn MetaMask. You'll learn so much stuff, NFTs and more. My group will get you into every single thing that really happens in cryptocurrency. I trade the 1 minute scalp, 7 minute, 15 minute, the 1 hour. I got long-term trades on the weekly. I'll show you how to trade the monthly chart for crying out loud. We'll do it all. We'll break it down every day, one step at a time. You won't be overwhelmed in one day. It'll take some time, but you'll quit your job and you'll become a crypto fiend. Just like me, if that's what you want. If that's what you want, I'm here for you to make it happen every single day without a fail, all right? Luna, shoulder, head and shoulder. Can we break on up to the upside? We shall see. 1 hour's oversold on every... not yet. We didn't make a higher high. Dumb, right? Market doesn't look healthy there. 4 hours a little high. So that Luna doesn't look good. Luna looks like it's rolling over. I would see Luna coming back down to possibly 36. Or maybe even double bottoming at 44. So watch Luna. Doesn't look strong right now. I'd be careful if you're long-term holding Luna. For sure. For sure. Nebulio BTC got tight. Look at that. Got stopped out very closely. Could it still pump to the upside? It could. It's been known. However, this is just not a good night to trade, in my humble opinion. I'm not going to try to look cool and be like, oh, look at all my trades are awesome tonight, It's okay to every once in a while be like, hey, you know what? I'm not trading tonight. Like, I've been trading for a long time, right? If you traded every single night of your life as a trader, that means you're obsessed with having to trade, and that means you're highly likely going to lose money. I talked to my traders earlier today, everyone in my group, and I was saying, if you're obsessed with having to trade every single day, if you have to constantly, I look at the market every day and I kind of want to trade every single day. And I tell everyone, if you have that compulsory feeling, then just trade $5. Like, make it so small it doesn't matter, Yeah. So let's look at the total market cap, all right? That's something that I'm always looking at. And you can see this broke out of this bigger pattern. What I don't like to see is that it looks like it's trying to break back in. And that's scary business, because that means this wedge didn't break out. And that's troublesome to me. So I really would like this to be a retest. However, look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. That also, if I draw that as a neckline, and I got to heed that. I just got to heed that because it is what it is. I draw that as a neckline. I mean, we could come back down on basically a head and shoulder Bart Simpson, which is like an inclusive pattern that has both patterns inside, back to 18165. All right. And look at the rejection at 2 trillion. Like, really a clean rejection at $2 trillion. Oversold in the 4 hour. The 4 hour really needs to have its time in the sun. I mean, when can we get the move? Please. But levels to watch, and a rejection here too by 1.88 trillion. And we couldn't get above that. That was your indication. Short the market. All right. Now we're still in the falling wedge. We could break to the upside. We look at the daily time frame. Daily's coming on down way further than Bitcoin, which is good. The altcoins bleeding, everything's bleeding, but we could still see way more downside. All right, way more downside. 3-day also, look, curling down. That's bearish. The 3-day did its thing and just really didn't get us above any highs. Like, we moved up, but we didn't break a previous high. Like, the 3-day really needed to get us somewhere up in here or here before it started to turn. That could be a bearish sign for more downside for sure. So I'm wary of this market. We could come down even more. It's showing some signs of bearishness right now. Some indecision on a Sunday night. All right. Again, if I delete everything and we look at the bigger idea here, I mean, this is your last resort for resistance on the 3-day, 1.669. We break that, your next big area is 136, and then your next big area is 1.2. And then you're starting to lose, like, you're getting back to, are you going to go below $1 trillion, So the market cap is something you really need to look at. It's super important. You need to also be up to the idea that we could be entering a long-term bear market. You cannot be 100% bullish all the time. You cannot be 100% bearish. You need to be ready for everything and anything, and you need to have a plan for each way. You need to be like, well, what if it doesn't go that way? What if it doesn't end up going the way I thought it was going to go? What do I do then? What happens then? How do I get out of the sticky situation? Do I have some money on the sidelines to get through the tough times? Am I going to make it? Am I going to be okay? And if you know, what can I handle? You know, like some guy might be able to, you know, I'll go all in. I'll keep 20 grand in the bank and I'll just keep working my job and I'll let caution to the wind and I'll be fine. You know, another guy might be like, nah, I need like 200 grand or I'm going to freak out. And like, I don't want to be that heavily invested. Like, you never know who you are or what you need and what it's going to take for you to get mentally stable throughout what you're doing. So make sure that you can handle what you're getting into. Again, weekly is extremely low here, but that doesn't mean it can't stay pinned. Like, so we have two ideas here. Does the weekly really start to make a move up here for the total market cap? Or does it hang out down here and does it get ugly? And, you know, so both things are possible, you know, and that's why support and resistance are so key. So key. All right. Now, the one thing is, this is different. Total, right? Looks a little different than Bitcoin, which is interesting. It just tweezer top, tweezer bottom here, but we got now we need to see this candle be green. So we just got our tweezer bottom, which ain't bad on the weekly chart, which we had right here. And this is a reversal idea. So now can this one just turn green? And we'll know. So that's a 2-week chart, actually. Sorry. Let's flip the weekly. I was about to say. Yeah, so we have tweezer. Yeah, so we had red, second red. 2-week could turn green, and that could be our reversal. However, that's a huge sell-off on the 2-week. Look at that. For the last 2 weeks, we've been selling down. I tell you what, that looks like a reversal to me. That's a bearish reversal candle. So it's not a good sign. I have to be honest, everybody. It's not a good sign. It's a good sign if we want to short. I mean, it's all a good sign. We're going to make money no matter what. But if you're overall bullish on the market, that's not a bullish sign. A 2-week candle with a complete wick like that going below the 21-day moving average, like, not a good look, right? Where we still have that idea that the 4-hour is pushing above the 200-day moving average. Ooh, did we break below it on the 4-hour? Let's take a look at this. That's not good in the total market cap. See, breaking below the 4-hour right there? And look, we just gotta, let's take a look here. So the 4-hour just crossed on the golden cross here. We don't want to see a death cross right away. We really don't. We want to see this kind of, we got to get a bounce here and a reversal in price action. We really do. I'll change my tune if we see a death cross back for the 4-hour. You'll see me change my tune. Right now, I'm still staying bullish because we got resistance here and we're bouncing off that resistance. This could be an SR flip for Bitcoin. This is a falling wedge. All looks all right, actually. This is a cup and handle in the 4-hour, right? With a measured move up here to about 50,000. So this could really occur. 4 hours pushing up, shoulder, head and shoulder in the stochastics. We could wake up tomorrow with some big green candles. I mean, we really could. We could have got way more of a sell-off than we did. So I'm trying to build a good picture here. But again, if we see this 50 start to cross below the 200-day moving average, that's when I'm going to be looking to short the market and changing my flow. And then we're coming back in towards this. So you can see how this is really a crucial time. This is going to see where we're going to be. Like today and this week tells us where we're going to be in April 20th, right? We start moving up here. April, we could be 50, 60K, 70K moving into June. We break down here. I mean, we could still be in a bear market by April and still consolidating. So this week is going to be a big deal for the market. I'm telling you right now, like you can see we're at a crossroads right now. We're at a crossroads. Officially 2 streams today because it's now tomorrow, which is today, 12:06 on the next day. No charts in front. Choose to be first cut at work. Loving this community. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Little scratch for the late night live. Thanks, Liver. Shout out to Brian Shrimp for the $4.99. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Super chat GALA for Joe. Also, there was one $25 super chat for the lifers sending love. Really? Wow. $25 super chat sending love? Let me see if I can find that. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for that. Much respect to you and yours for saying $25 super chat. I usually can print it. You know, I can run it back here if I look at the streaming software. Where was it here? $5 from Joe, $5 from Wayne Mustafa, $9.99 from Kelly, $5 from Brian, Light in the Dark, Joe with the $5, I made the show, Light in the Dark, $99. I'm grateful for you sharing your time with you, Sam. Thanks for hanging with us through the highs and the lows. I love you, man. Love you too, brother. Yo, that's dope. Good dad gang, yeah. So that was, yeah. I don't see, maybe you're right. I don't see the $25, but maybe you're right. I don't know. Probably 100% right, though. All right. Need Phantom to hold that 180. Oof, I know. Super Bowl was definitely exciting, at least. Yeah, it was exciting. It was all right. Felt like it got to be, like, kind of like wrestling at the end, though. Although about $25 in super chats from the lifers sending love. Yeah. I think she probably meant 25 in total. Yeah. Don't you worry trying to find that total. Because the total right there just logged in for us right there. YouTube will tell me. $48. Thank you so much for another $10 in super chats. Much respect and appreciate it. Okay. Thanks for all you do for the community. Would love some TA on XRP if able. Blessings from Miami. Shout out to Mel G. Appreciate you and yours, my friend. Appreciate you and yours. Thoughts on Hero? I like Hero. I think it could do numbers. However, the whole market's got to find its way. Bitcoin's got to find out whether we're in a overall bearable market totally. Like, right now I'm in a bear market. Like, we're in a bear market. We're in a continuous downtrend. Like, until we've started a small reversal, but it just could be a bounce. Like, there's no guarantee it's going to be anything crazy, right? Even XRP, you can see it pumped up, got rejected by 90, and then went down hard. However, that was a bullish retest there of the $75 region, and it pumped back up. Then it got rejected here by 85 and came back down. Now you could say it's like in this flag. See, it's like flagging again. You could say it broke out of the flag, broke back in. Bit of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder that could be forming as well. We're seeing a little bit of a flip there on the 4 hour. The 1 hour wants to push to the upside, so this is what I'm seeing. I mean, XRP could bump, but again, all eyes on Bitcoin. It may do a little bit of decoupling of its own thing here and there, and that's possible, but for the most part, like, if Bitcoin takes a nasty dive, XRP is going to dive back into this pattern. So I'd like to see if it can stay above 79. If it can, I mean, the 1 hour suggesting you're going to get a push up. The 50 minutes a little high. That will have to come back down. I'll put an alert there for XRP, and I'll look at it myself as well. But, maybe 2-3 hours, it might be ready to rock, and it could even break out of this. However, look, this could be a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, which does have a neckline with a bounce to the downside. That could be a bearish idea here. So I'd watch that closely. That could break down, but I've also seen things like that break up, and it is also a bit of a bullish rectangle that could do some damage. So watch it closely. This would be your guide on out. If this can break on out with the 1 hour, that's really what you want to see, and see if XRP can get back at least to resistance at 89 and then bounce off 85. That's what you're looking for, all right, for XRP. GALA for Joe and XRP for Mel G. Love learning. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at GALA for Joe. Appreciate you, Joe. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at GALA. So there was my work. GALA forming the falling wedge, kind of like everything else, just like Bitcoin is. Everything's waiting in these holding patterns, right? Pushing to the upside. You got your support and resistance, bouncing off 27, resistance here at 32. Remember, I was swing trading this. I sold it at about 37, never looked back, and there's a reason why. I saw this right here, and we pointed this out on the live stream as well. That's why it's probably good to come to the live, because you just might see something that might help you avoid some pain. I mean, Again, you might learn how to trade this, and then you might learn what a head and shoulder is. You might put a head and shoulders one day and then be like, you know what, I should get out of the trade. But a head and shoulder, 68% of the time, is going to dump on you to the downside. If we flip this down, it's kind of exactly, that's the measured move. That's exactly where we just went. I mean, that's crazy, right? And that was the length of the head to the neckline, and then you follow it out of the shoulder. Bang, 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 bang. So we're now here. We break this. GALA goes back to 22, and it always can get worse before it gets better. Remember that. No matter how great your project is, GALA with GALA and music and Snoop Dogg, and he was just on the on the Super Bowl, and it's all this and that. But that's the Kool-Aid. And the more Kool-Aid you're drinking, the more you could drown yourself. So be careful and just pay attention and be easy. 53 cents would be the measured move, but GALA gotta show me something. It's gotta get above this 29 area and hold it for more than a couple days. This is a great rally that it had, but it dumped pretty fast. So yeah, I like GALA as a long-term project. Price action hasn't been respecting its actual project nature. There's been so much speculation with the whole metaverse. There's a bit of like, yeah, it's a long-term project, but there's been some beat-up prices as well. You really want to look at sand as an indicator of the metaverse. You want to watch what sand's doing. When sand breaks below 4, it's really a tough time for it. In my opinion, that's kind of like the bearish tone, like below 4. 4 is when sand really starts picking up again. Look for sand not to break 390 area. If it does, I could see sand back at 357. If it drops that, it could back to be 266, and then you know you're really kind of back in the bearish time. Again, this is the same idea as Bitcoin that broke out of a large falling wedge, and we just don't want to see these coins breaking back into their falling wedges. Like, that's what we don't want to see happening here for these coins, you know. Thanks for what you do, Chief. TA on ride, huge cup. Low profile 10. Not sure where to look at ride. 21,300 subscribers. Please click the subscriber button if you have not. It truly supports your lifer fan community. Thank you so much. Take it easy on the Kool-Aid. Yeah, as much as you can, you know. Facts. What a coincidence. Fidel and Gina walking together. What a coincidence. Yeah, right? Where were they? Yeah. And they were stuck in the metaverse together. Thanks for all you do. Profile on Ride. You know, I'm not sure where I can get Ride on a chart, though. Let's see here if Ride comes up. Probably will come up. I mean, Meta Ride, Wild Ride. That's funny. There's some new ones. What would, like, defied gravity today? What was doing its thing? Let me see here. Late night stream. Remember, I don't get that energy I normally do. I mean, I'm happy and I'm up there. Believe me. DYR looks like Bitcoin. Funny. Stuck in the Kool-Aid. Hello, Professor Sam. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Right. Prediction for Cardano, bro. Send in a super chat, my man. Please do the right thing. Please do the right thing. Okay, let's take a look at the 24-hour here. So WAXP up 4% now. Wax making a bit of a move. Symbol XYM, which I think you got for free for, like, I think it was nulls or right or Nem. You got it for free with Nem something recently. Shiba Inu showing a little bit of sign of life here. Pancake Swap 798 getting a bit of a move. As these were strong earlier today. Dogecoin starting to make a bit of a fun move here too. So those coins, kind of the premier coins, and Ethereum Classic and Nem, which, yeah, I think you did get Symbol with NEMs. Yeah, they're kind of moving together, Nem and Symbol. And WAXP. Let's see if WAXP really is, like, does it have a level? I'm a long-term holder of WAXP, love WAXP. Let's take a look at what we see here. You can get Wax on KuCoin, and you can get it on Binance, I believe. Wow, look at it, a nice pump there, nice pump and dumpy. Went up all the way up to about 35, came back down to 33, but Wax pump from about 31 all the way up to 36. Nice 20% gains for Wax as it broke out of this falling wedge. But again, can it hold the level? I'm not impressed by anything right now. I'm watching Bitcoin and the iffiness. The way that the Super Bowl, it's a funny night, I'll be honest, you know? It's a funny night, right? We also had a full moon, didn't we, on like the 16th? Or we have one coming up? I believe there's a full moon this week. I believe there's a full moon on February 16th, if I'm correct. When is the next full moon? Wednesday, February 16th. Bitcoin likes to pump on the full moon. So we're looking for Wednesday, February 16th coming up in 2 days. It is Monday already. It's already Monday, 12:16 a.m. Unbelievable that we're up this late doing our thing. That's what happens, though, when you eat a lot of food dirt before the Super Bowl. CTX top gainer. Oh, wait, we got one. Be right back. I liked all your videos. Thank you. If you predict, Bo. Shout out to Dusan Markovic. Thank you for coming on. Super Chats, XRP, and Ride. Hodl Ride. Let's take a look at CoinTrader Pro. Just trying to find where I can chart ride, you know. Like, I know it's only on the Meyer exchange. That's the only place you can get this thing, you know? It's hard to chart this thing. 226 watches, 225 likes. Unbelievable. That's dedication, baby. Welcome to the new week. Shout out to Kevin Ash. Funding rates look good. Yeah, they're even back even a bit. I mean, look at the liquidity here. I mean, you can see they want to come down and scoop 40K. Looks like tonight or in the middle of the night, they're going to come scoop 40K. But then we got some people trying to sell up here. So it looks like they're trying to buy down at 40K and sell up at 45. That's what it looks like they're trying to do. Trying to drive the liquidity down and then drive the liquidity back up. That wouldn't be bad. That would be good for the overall movement. Nachos and root beer, baby. Right? No problem. I will, again, and I start to follow you on your 1,000 followers. Please, if you can, predicto bow for ADA. A prediction for ADA. I didn't get notifications. Didn't know. You know I have to go live every day, Gina. Don't make these excuses. It's Gina. Gina! Don't do it to me, Gina. Don't do it to me. As the music stops, look at that. That was meant for you, Gina. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Show up on time. I'm just messing with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. You're a sweetheart. Not at this Dang it. The Meyer Exchange, max price, supply, baby. Should be able to chart it real quick, easily, right? Should be easier than this. This is better. I would like to connect to the Meyer Exchange here. Like, seeing everything is just different here. Max EGLD. Oh, that's a good pool there. 26% APY. They got 90 mil in there. 90,000, 32,000. Ride EGLD pool. 37%. Look, Ride EGLD 173% locked. Hope Wyver's asleep right now. Oh, yeah, she is, yeah. Oh, don't worry, though. It's cool. It's cool. She lets me do my thing, you know. Like, no, I'm just messing around. I have a great life. Me and my wife are cool. Everything's cool. Don't worry. Don't worry. She doesn't get jealous. She's cool. She's cool. She knows everybody loves the lifer. She's cool with that. She knows men and women alike love the lifer. She's an equal opportunity lender, you know, of the lifer. She lends me out. Look, Bitcoin dominance coming up, but getting resistance. It's going to be good for some altcoin trading tomorrow. If we get a bit of a dump here for Bitcoin dominance, let go of some alt movement here. That might not be too shabby. Let's take a look at the 4-hour too as well. That might pump up for a big move for Bitcoin. Interesting. So remember, idea for Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance. Let's look at them together and see what we see happening. All right. See what we see happening. GALA in that flag, baby. GALA in that flag. Oh, I ate way too much today. It was ridiculous. Started with brunch. That was absurd. It snowed heavy. I had a, snow blow. So I got a, I got a big appetite doing all that snow blowing, So we're high on, this is a good sign. See, this is what you want to see. This is a good sign, everybody. Look at this. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for the flag here on Bitcoin. It says the dominance is about to pump for Bitcoin. Why does that happen when I do that? But Tether dominance is about to dump. So this is what you want. You want to see Bitcoin kind of stutter out and then pump up. Mighty Bitcoin, 45K. Go grab that liquidity. This would map out with Bookmap and us grabbing, coming down a little bit and grabbing that liquidity up at 45. This would map out perfectly. And then Tether dominance would dump on us. And Tether dominance would give way. So this is what you want. You don't, when they're both, when you see Bitcoin dominance about to pump up, it means Bitcoin's going to dump or pump. Doesn't mean either one. It means either, which is like, what do you mean? But yes, it means Bitcoin's going to dump or pump. Because when Bitcoin dumps, everyone gets stopped out of their alts into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin dominance goes up. When Bitcoin pumps, everyone sells all their altcoins to run into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin dominance pumps up. So it goes up when Bitcoin dumps, and it goes up when Bitcoin pumps. So if it's going to pump, you're like, okay, so how do you figure out what Bitcoin's going to do? You watch Tether dominance. And if Tether dominance, sometimes they're together, sometimes they're both up here. Like here, we were going to dump and we were going to dump. It suggested we were going to have some issues, and we did. Bitcoin had some issues. But now we're back up while this continued down and reset. It's a good sign that we should get some movement for Bitcoin, and this should dump back down to the downside. We should stop here at resistance. So shoulder, head and shoulder possibly, you never know, but that's a good sign. All right? We went off that before, and it's played out a few times already. I was hoping for that GALA flag to play out. Got 20 stacks on that juicy F to play out to the upside. Ooh, that's crazy. 20 stacks on that flag? Yikes. Let's take a look. 20 stacks on that flag. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'll never tell you what to do with your money. You do whatever makes you happy. Hoping on this flag for 20 stacks, though. The daily suggested we may get a flip, and you are on a cup and handle. It is a Sammy cup and handy. Sammy cup and handy strikes again. What a game, man. What a game, Bob. What a game. Again, though, you got to go for that 4 hour, which, 4 hour looks good to me. The 1 hour pushing up. Let's see what you could do. It's got to happen tonight, though, in the movement of all the miss. I wouldn't trade. I don't like to put heavy money during, everyone here do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your money. But I just don't like to trade heavy on money, Sunday night into Monday morning. It's tough. It's a tough time to trade. Okay? It's a tough time to trade. Everyone, I need some sleep. I'm going to end this pretty early. Not going to be up too much later here. I'm going to run it, 11 to 12:30 was pretty good for me. I think we did it. We went over Bitcoin, total 2, Bitcoin dominance, give you my suggestions for the day. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. You'll see me in 10 hours. Not much, anything could happen, actually. I shouldn't say that. Anything could happen in the market from there. But I'm jumping on out of here. I'm getting some shut-eye. I'm going to keep it real for each and every one of you. I looked at ROD. I just can't find it. It's on the Meyer exchange. I just don't know where to chart ROD. Yeah, so that's all. I'll figure it out on another day. But, yeah. It's on the Meyer exchange, but I don't like it's a pain to find where to chart the thing, Yep. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate you, though. And thank you to all the super chats and all the love. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Good luck to you and yours. Good luck with your 20 stacks, man. I hope you're all right there. That's crazy. That's tough. I mean, on a Sunday night, heavy volatility, Shout out to XRP people, Mel G, blessings from Miami. Shout out to everyone that jumped on in. Roll call for Calderonster, love learning. Steven, Step Nation, my dude. Kelly Camardelle, love you. Camardelle, love learning. Manny in the house, right? Ramon J. Rodriguez, your TA man lifer. I'll never miss it. Shout out to Ramon J. Rodriguez. Love you, brother. Love you, man. Crypto Gaming, love the music. Thank you, man. Tree City West. Shout out to the Do Your Own Research team. Appreciate all y'all out there. Hope you're doing well. DYOR for life. Appreciate y'all. Never forget it. Staunch Money. What's your thoughts on 30Ks? There's a lot of buy orders down there. I mean, we could get there. Let's see what we go through here first. Let's break 39 and 37 and 38 first. Then we'll talk about 30K. I'll be here every 5 hours. Don't worry. And if you join my trading group, you'll be updated. Can't believe we have a screen share on Wednesday. I feel like we just had one. Oh, we did. It was today. But shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers. jump on into the live. You know, you can tell when that's why I don't look. I'm sitting here and I'm doing this a lot. I love it when I'm up here like this and I'm standing on a standing desk. So first time I haven't sat down in a long time. It was a long night. I honestly am tired. I'll be dead honest. And I rarely like to say that. I'm pushing forward. Of course, I got the motivation. Of course, I'm so happy that I'm alive and my life is going well. I'm excited for everything. Look, we even see some bullish divergence here on Sol. Tells you that we're going to have a push up. I mean, they're making it seem so bearish, but you got to buy the fear if you want to win, baby. You got to buy the fear if you want to win. However, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Just be careful at all times. This looks like it's going to pop. I would watch ARPA on the 1 hour. This thing's looking sweet to me. Touching the 200-day moving average. This is the gift that keeps on giving, this chart. Also the BTC pair. It's just been pumping and doing damage. So I would watch this very, very closely. ARPA, USDT on Binance or Bolsa Dex. I believe you could trade on either one. ARPA. And again, I'm very cautious. Not a lot of charts that I'm looking at tonight at all. Very, very cautious on the market. We looked at total Bitcoin dominance. We gave you the Dow futures, which are holding 6380. You want to keep looking at that before you go to bed. That's going to be your last indication. That should be the last thing you look at before you go to sleep at night. The Bitcoin chart and the Dow futures really kind of get you ready for the week ahead. And this crypto fear and greed index at 46, not too bad. You know, up a little bit from last week, or down a little bit, or in the middle really. But from last month, from 23, up a huge amount. So follow me at CryptoLifer, at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. We have 40,300. Wants to be 44,333rd follower. You get to be that 333. So jump on in. I would greatly appreciate that. And I'll see everybody on the next live stream, baby. On the next live stream. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Amazing love, each and every one of you for being here. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. We'll be back tomorrow with another fun-filled stream. It'll be a Monday morning like it always is, ready to rock your socks off and keep you excited. We'll bring the motivation, we'll bring the energy, we'll bring the positive vibration. And I'll see each and every one of you tomorrow. At the end of every live stream, I say 1, 2, 3, crypto is life. And I'm going to say it right now. 1, 2, 3, crypto is life. I love you all. There's no words for my gratitude. Thank you each and every day for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'll see you tomorrow on the live. Peace.